lake. He was going to stand on the shore and talk to them about God. But you know what? There were so many people, there wasn't room for Jesus to stand on the shore. So look what he did. He got in a boat, and he came out away from the shoreline a little bit, and he started talking. That way, everybody could hear him. While Jesus was teaching to the crowd, other fishermen were putting their nets away. Fishermen back then, they went fishing early in the morning, like before the sun was up. And they would catch fish with their nets. They would drop the nets on the side of the boat, and the fish, if they were lucky, would swim into the nets, and then they'd pull the nets on the boat. So they could catch lots of fish at once, much more than if you just have a fishing pole. But the fishermen this time, they didn't catch any fish. Jesus asked them, "Did you find some?" And they said, "No, we fished all night, but we didn't catch anything." But Peter said, "Maybe you can help us." Jesus said, "Go out on the lake again." So they did. And Jesus said, "Keep going. Go to the middle part of the lake. Now drop down your nets." And look what happened. The nets were full of fish, so full they could almost not put them back in the boat. The fishermen couldn't believe it. And Peter looked at Jesus and said, "I think I need to follow you. If you can make the fish come, I want to know what you can do for me. I bet you can make me be one of your followers." And then the other fishermen, Andrew, James, and John, they left their boats and followed Jesus too. That was kind of one. And look, eventually he had 12 people following him. We have a special name for those. Do you remember what it is? What is it? Disciples. They were the first disciples. When we follow Jesus, we're disciples too, but these were the first ones because they were the first. So we have Peter and Andrew and Philip and Bartholomew and James and John and Simon and Thomas and Matthew and James the younger and Thaddeus and Judas. It was a lot, huh? And Jesus began to tell them stories. He said, "You need to listen to this story because it's about being a disciple." One day, a farmer went out to spread some seeds. Some of the seeds fell on good soil, but what happened? The birds came and ate up all the seeds. And then the farmer went out and put the seeds on the rocky soil, but there was no good ground for them. And finally, the seeds went in good dirt and they grew. And Jesus said, people who listen to God and grow stronger, they're like the seeds that fall on good soil. So this morning, let's go and find out more about the 12 disciples who followed him first, because they followed him and they invited other people to follow him, and those people invited other people to follow him, and those people invited other people to follow him, and on and on and on until us, because of those first disciples. So shall we go?